Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we have an exciting web application to showcase. We'll be exploring a meals app that allows users to search for their favorite meals, view their details, and even create a favorites list. Let's dive right in.
The Meals app is a user-friendly web application built using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It leverages the MealDB API to fetch meal data and provide an interactive experience for users. Let's take a closer look at how it works. We'll start by examining the HTML structure. The app consists of a header section with a navigation bar, a search bar, and a main section where the meal cards are displayed. The favorites list is stored in local storage to persist across sessions. Moving down to the body section, we start with a div element with the ID full body. This div wraps the entire content of the website. Inside the full body div, we have the header section, which contains the navigation bar, heading, and search bar. The navigation bar is implemented using the Bootstrap navbar component. It has a fixed top position and a hamburger menu button that triggers an off-canvas menu for displaying favorite meals. The heading section displays the main title of the website, and the search bar allows users to search for specific meals. Below the search bar, we have a section to display the search results. This section initially shows a text indicating the search results and will be populated dynamically using JavaScript. Finally, the main section with the ID main is a container for displaying the list of meals. This section will also be populated dynamically based on user input. Towards the end of the HTML file, we have the footer section, which contains copyright information and a link to the website creator's profile. To make the website interactive, we utilize JavaScript. The JavaScript file is linked at the bottom of the HTML file. This script file contains functions that handle user interactions, such as showing favorite meals and dynamically populating the meal list based on search queries. Moving on to the JavaScript code, we have several functions that power the app's functionality. Let's discuss each one in detail. 1. Fetch meals from API, URL, value. This function is responsible for fetching meals from the MealDB API. It takes a URL and a search value as parameters and returns a promise that resolves with the fetched meals. 2. Show meal list. When a user types in the search bar, this function is triggered. It retrieves the input value, fetches meals from the API based on the search value, and generates HTML to display the meal cards. The function also checks if a meal is in the favorites list and adjusts the styling accordingly. 3. Show meal details, ID. When a user clicks on the More Details button for a specific meal, this function is called. It fetches the meal details from the API based on the meal ID and generates HTML to display the full meal details, including an image, category, area, instructions, and a link to a YouTube video. 4. Show Fave Meal List. This function is triggered when the user clicks on the Favorites button in the navbar. It retrieves the favorites list from local storage, fetches the details for each meal in the list, and generates HTML to display the favorite meal cards. 5. Add Remove to Fave List, ID. This function handles adding or removing a meal from the favorites list. When a user clicks on the Heart button, it checks if the meal ID is already in the list and adds or removes it accordingly. It updates the favorites list in local storage and refreshes the displayed meals.
And there you have it. The Meals app provides users with a convenient way to search for their favorite meals, explore their details, and create a personalized favorites list. It's a fantastic example of how HTML, CSS, and JavaScript can be combined with external APIs to create interactive web applications. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed this showcase of the Meals app. If you found it interesting, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. As always, feel free to leave any comments or questions below. Until next time, happy coding!